welcome. This is Sal Sumnes here with SS Multimedia. Today, we're going to be talking about adding mixed numbers. Alright, so now let's go over our objective. So our objective is understanding that how to add mixed numbers. Okay, so we all know what understanding is. We've seen that enough times. And adding, right? So adding, you all know, and mixed numbers, right? Those are numbers that is a mix of whole numbers and fractions. So 1 and 1/4. Mixed number because it's a mix of a whole number and fraction. 2 and 3/8. Whole number, fraction, mixed number. Because we're gonna be doing problems like 1 and 1/4 plus 2 and 3/8. Okay, and we're gonna figure out how to solve it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So start off with an example here. Okay, so we have 4 and 9/12 plus 3 and 3/4. Okay, so step 1. Okay, you can see that these both have a different denominator, and you can't add fractions in general if they don't have a common denominator. So what you're going to do, you're just going to list the multiples of the denominators. So 12, 4. No, they're not the same. So you're going to go to the next one. 24, 8. Is 8 the same as 12 or 24? No. So it's going to keep listing until you find a match. So then it's 36. Then there's 12. And then you would realize, okay, I see 12 and 12. So the least common denominator is 12. Okay? And now one question I might get, right, is, okay, why did you use 24, right? Because, like, if you keep going, 16, 20, we got 24, right? 24, 24. Why did you use that? Well, because the step is finding the least common denominator, right? So that's not the least common denominator, right? Because the 12 is less than 24, so you're going to be using 12 because that just makes it harder when you try to simplify in the end. So for our own sakes of our sanity, so we don't have to keep simplifying and simplifying and simplifying. Okay, so we're going to use 12, right? So we now will convert this. So 4 9/12 is already ready. That's unfunny, already ready. 4 9/12, right? And see, then we're using 3 and what? We know the denominator is 12, but that doesn't mean the numerator stays the same. It has to change, right? So how much did it take? We took 1, 2, 3. That would be 3. So it's times 3. Okay, so to get to 12 from 4, we have to multiply by 3. So to find our numerator, we have to multiply 3 by 3. Okay, and we should all know our times tables, which means it's 9. Right? And now, when we add, what we do, we just add both of these separately. 9/12 plus 9/12, and then 4 plus 3. Okay, it doesn't matter what order you do it in. So 4 plus 3 is 7. Do this. 9 plus 9 is 18. The denominator is 12. Right, so our answer here is 7 and 18/12. But now you have to simplify. So we're going to draw another equal sign. Okay? We know that, okay, 18 minus 12 is 6. So now it's 8 and 6/12. Okay, now this should be a pretty simple simplify, which is 8 and 1/2. Right? So that should have been pretty simple, but it would have been pretty easy to follow, right? But I'm just going to go over it real quick again. Right, what we did, here's red here. We found the least common denominator of 12, right? Then we found our numerator, right? Then we added 9/12 plus 9/12 and 4 plus 3, right? And then we found our answer, and then we simplified to get 8 and 1/2. Okay, so now let's go ahead, since we now understand what we're doing, move on to problem time. We have two problems here. 4 2/8 plus 9 1/3. Okay? And then we have 2 7/9 plus 8 5/6. There you go. So I'm going to be doing this one in red and this one is blue. But before that, I want you to pause the video and give it a go yourself. See what you get. Post in the comments below what you got or what your score is. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm assuming they paused, so we're just going to check your answers now. We have 4 2/8 plus 9 1/3. Alright, so first step, find a common denominator. So we're just going to list 3, 8, 16, 6. You can do this. So if you know that this one is lower, you can list quite a few of these first. So 9, 12, 15, right? You just keep listing these. Now let's go there. And 8, 16, 24. Okay, that's already more than what we have here. So let's keep going. 21, 24. Okay, so that looks like that's the least common denominator, right? So 24, 24. So a quick arrow there. Okay, so our common denominator is 24, right? So now let's convert the problem. So now we have 4 and 20 and something 24 plus, move this, plus 9 and something 24. There you go. Let's figure this out, right? So we have 4 and 2/8 earlier, right? And to get to 24, what did we do? Right, let's count. We have 1, 2, 3. So we have to multiply this by 3. 2 times 3 is 6, so now we have 6 24ths. Now we have the second one. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with this one, we have to multiply by 8. Okay, that should be pretty simple because it's 1, right? So 1 times 8 is 8. And now we add, right? 4 plus 9 is 13, right? So 4 plus 9 is 13, right? And 6 plus 8 is 14. Drag the denominator. 13 and 14, 24. So let me move this across here. And to do that, let's simplify here, right? Let's divide that by 2. Okay, I have 13 and 7. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So, looks like our simplified answer here is 13 and 7/12. Okay, now let's move on to our second problem. Okay, we have 2 and 7/9 plus 8 and 5/6. Let's find our common denominator. So we have 9, 18, 27. Let's go with that. Let's see if any of these are common denominators. So we have 6, right? Then we have 12. Then we have 18. Okay, that was quick. Looks like we found our common denominator. There you go. So now let's convert this problem, right? So we have 2 and something 18 plus, let me remove that little line there. Sorry, you're erased. And 8 and something 18. Right, so now let's do the first one, right? How much did it take to get to 18? 1, 2. So to get here, right, we have to do times 2. 7 times 2 is 14. There you go. It's 2 and 14/18 plus whatever this is. So how much did it take to get there? We have 1, 2, 3. So it's times 3, right? So looks like we have to do 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. So now we add. 2 plus 8 is 10. 14 plus 15 is 29. 18. So this is our answer, but we have to simplify. So let's simplify, right? So we'd have 29 minus 18 equals 11. So it's 11 and 11/18, right? Because that's how we simplify. You don't want it to be improper fraction. You don't want it to be a mixed number. And now, let's see, is there a way to simplify? No, because 11 is a prime number, so there's really no way to simplify this. So our answer here is, let me go back here so I can write that equal thing. 11, write down green so it pops. And, sorry, 11 and 11/18. There you go. And the first one is, what was that now again? I already forgot. Okay, 13 and 7/12. Yeah, 13 and 7/12. 13 and 7/12. So number 1 is 13 and 7/12, and number 2 is 11 and 11/18. Okay, so I hope you got these answers right, and I hope you learned something in this lesson. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, when you hit that subscribe button, make sure that you don't forget to hit that notification bell.